Manners and respect, you know. Manners and respect. I've been reading here, people. I've been reading some story. It's a Jamaica most wanted man escape. Jamaica's most wanted man has escaped overnight last night from the Kingston Central Police Station lockup. There are some serious thing, people. It's not the first time dangerous criminals are escape out of the Kingston Central lockup. Wagwan a Kingston Central lockup. You know me, man come up and me take up a law enforcement. You know, I believe so them should be treated better. But when we say things when go on good in law enforcement, me see them when we come up and use the 2x4 and count too. Because that one a sound seedy. So it's like it's more than one people escape. A lot of people escape from the Kingston Central. What going to Kingston Central? Last year, man walk out of the Kingston Central jail, no people. Man just walk out. Wanted man, I think him was wanted in one of them island there. Him just walk out. There was no breakout nowhere. There was no hold dog. There was nothing tear off. But man just walk out. So now we're hearing now say a man escaped last night. Jamaica's most wanted man escaped from the Kingston Central lockup. And like head go roll. Me no know. Money collect. Last year man give how much $1 million to police to escape. Walk out as Kingston Central. Yeah man. I'm gonna read the phone when me done. Man walk out of Kingston Central last year. Last night another man walk out again. Me gonna read it. Me say, hella bros, I got bus loose. Senior police officer and King's Counsel Peter Champagne are questioning security arrangements at the Kingston Central lockup after accused murderer Rodolph Boxer Shaw escaped custody overnight. The lawyer also says he will be assessing whether he can continue to represent Shaw, noting that the development is very surprising and shocking. Champagne says so, you know. And there's a growing concern in the leadership ranks of the Jamaica Constabulary Force over the escape of the high-profile accused man at a lockup with his history of similar incidents. Him have history of similar incidents, you know, people. May I read it for you? How this will happen? What really are going on Central? A lot of people vex about this. I can tell you, we need answers, said that angry policeman. Another cop said, Central again? How are we going to pretend blindness? Hard-working men and women of the force suffer for these things. Head of the Kingston Central Police Division, Superintendent Beresford Williams, says Shaw fled the lockup overnight. He declined to give further details. Meanwhile, Champagne said Shaw appeared in Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday and was remanded until November 17 when he's scheduled to appear. It is something that I certainly do not countenance, and in those circumstances, I will have to revisit my representation in respect of Shaw, he said, reacting to the news, reacting to the news of his client fleeing the jail located in downtown Kingston. Champagne said he was scheduled to visit Shaw later this week. People are going away island. I want to go on away island. Pure corruption and nonsense. I want to go on away island. I want to go on away island. How this happen? We can keep reading. And the lawyer is raising question about security at the Kingston Central, given that Shaw previously fled Jamaica and was nabbed in Cayman Island in July. So he run it before, you know. And the first time this happened to people. That man a top flight risk. So and the first him run in July in flee the island. So let me read it again. And the lawyer was raising questions about security at the Kingston Central, given that Sharp previously fled Jamaica and was nabbed in Cayman Island in July. Given that particular history, I am very concerned that that could have been a situation that reoccurred, where there was flight again, where there was flight again, and I suspect that the police are going to want to and should carry out the highest level of investigation concerning this matter, Champagne told the Gleaner. I'm reading for the book of the Gleaner, people. You can go check out the full story in the Gleaner. Having fled custody before, I would have thought that there would have been a maximum security where he was concerned. Shaw is accused of murdering 59-year-old Wilfred Strait O'Connor and Clinton Wani Davis, 60, both of St. John's Road, addresses in St. Catherine. He was captured in Cayman Island on July 8 and later deported to Jamaica. Last year, corruption probe was opened by the force after 27-year-old Arville Purnell, who is wanted in St. Lucia on murder and other charges, simply walked out of jail at Kingston Central. Do you understand what I'm going on, people? Man, just walk out of jail, family. Like, hey, walk. So you saw it look bad on the police force. You saw it look disgraceful, people. You saw it look bad on the police force. Make we talk now, man. This not good. Me come here, me talk, and me take up with the police, say the police will not get care, the work condition bad. Come here, look on some picture of the police, them toilet is at this disgrace, so the man use the toilet. But the bad actors, them in the force, and make the force to so stain up the force. And you have to get them out. You have to get them out. Now read another story about what happened last year. This one is December 8, 2021. Similar incident at the same lockup. Is this a mistake, people? You know, it's a mistake. I want me saw. Similar incident at the same lockup. More police interdiction loom over lockup escapes. This is from last year, December. Same lockup. 5 days after the Gleaner report and corruption probe into police complicity at the escape of a fugitive in Kingston Central lockup and a series of questionable jailbreaks island-wide, the High Command revealed on Tuesday, this is last year, people, December, right? On Tuesday, that 11 personnel across junior and senior ranks have been interdicted. More interdictions loom, an high-level investigation launched by the Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau. Progress and a well-placed source had said. All them are things, you see, most of me even say Jamaica have Indicom, we have Mocha, we have this, we have that, we have Sissoko, but none of them know what, none of them no work, family. Them sound good, you know, we have the stops in place. Jamaica, it look like we have the system in place, we have the Integrity Commissioner, we have the Auditor General, but none of them no work, people. None of them no work. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the Jamaica Constabulary Force reported that it noted that a great concern in recent incidents in which detainees escape from police lockups. The action comes in the wake of disclosure by a high-ranking officer in the Gleaner December 2 edition that 27-year-old Arville Purnell, who is wanted in St. Lucia on a murder and other charges, simply walk out of jail. On Tuesday, the JCF says Purnell criminal investigation into Purnell ghost disappearance has commenced. The probe involves the aid of technology, the force said. 3 members who were on duty on the day the Jamaica fugitive escaped from Kingston Central Police lockup have been placed on interdiction. People, they like them to work. Can the police still happen there? It happened there again. People, it happened there again. People, at this time, I think Anthony Anderson needs to do the right thing. Hand in your resignation. Do the honorable thing. The patriotic. the patriotic thing. Just hand in your resignation. The police force is at its worst. People, we know that the police force is full of corruption and nonsense, but we have never seen it at this level. So who you discipline at this time? If you have a business that fail, who you start discipline? Who? You start chop from top. If you have a business that fail, you have a CEO. CEO gone. There's many failed years under this man. Many failed years, family. The police force look like a wow. Wow. Further, there was due to face extradition hearing on December 6th and absconded from police custody on December 1st. And for a year, so last year, December, if you have an extradition hearing for something when do at St. Lucia in December 6th, and then escape out of central lockup on December 1st. This will look good. Not true, people. Additional 8 other police personnel have been placed on interdiction in relation to 2 other cases of escape that occurred in 2021. The JCF did not specify those jailbreaks, but there have also been breaches at the Port Royal, Hunts Bay, and Freeport lockups. People, listen up out here. It was 8 detainees. At least 8 detainees are still on the run, having escaped from the 4 lockups. 8 detainees from the 4 lockups. Is so much man escape? People, 8 detainees from the same lockup, still on the run. In the Freeport, Montego Bay jailbreak. Listen up, Arthur. In the Freeport, Montego Bay jailbreak, $5 million was reportedly paid for the release of 2 detainees, the Gleaner understands. $500 money a run. $5 million. $5 million if let them out. So, listen what a policeman say. You notice, you hear nothing else about it. Police them now get paid, so they are willing to collect the money, share, and as a young police, you will get share out, and you just have to keep your mouth shut. A police source told the newspaper. So they must say now, the police them now get no money, so they will take the money and share it up. Sometimes even young police don't get share out, probably not get none, or just get dribblings or the crumbs, and him have to shut up, even though he not get none. On Tuesday, the Jamaica Observer reported that Parnell had offered $3 million to help him escape. $3 million to help him escape. Money, you see, and what if I understand, people? On Tuesday, the Jamaica Observer has reported that Parnell had offered $3 million to help him escape the Kingston Central lockup and had boasted of having a golden key to freedom while gifting his possessions to other inmates. The jailbreak and corruption allegation present major embarrassment to Police Commissioner Anthony Anderson, a retired Major General who once led the army. Him not embarrass people. Him not embarrass, him not step down. If you are embarrassed, you do something about it. Remember I tell you already in my last video. When you're embarrassed, you do something about it. Anthony not embarrassed. He might mash up the police force. Since that man coming at the force, I lead the force from the army. The force gone down. The moral of the force has been broken. We have the most crime in the country, and he's still there. He's still there. It's like our lives don't mean nothing. His position in his job to get his $80 million a year is more important than the blood that will leak at Jamaica. His position in the job to get his $80 million a year is more important than the Jamaica police force we are going in a hole. And the worst of the police force family. The JCF has long been dogged by reputation of corruption and has a low level of public trust, opinion polls have shown. Anderson warned in Tuesday's statement that while due process will be observed, the recent escape of detainees would have repercussions. Let me make it abundantly clear to the public and to the men and women I lead that this is a matter of accountability that I take very seriously. When people, through negligence or unprofessionalism, cause the name of the JCF to be tarnished, there must be consequences, he said. People, police commissioners need to step down. With all due respect, I'm not saying to try your best, but your best is not good enough at this time. Criminals are escaped. Money are passed hands at the jail. Last year, December, at the same jail. And now again. You understand me? That means that police have no respect for you. It's like you don't exist. If they never respect for you and take them job seriously, you wouldn't have this. You understand me, family? You wouldn't have this happening over and over. Wanted man, go there. All the rights the prisoners have to have at the Kingston Central is money. You walk out. These men escape. And right now, I not see them say, this brother who escaped last night, they did not say him knock out a hole in the wall or them notice say the rebar was cut or bend. You see, some read it. All now, I not see no breach of the structure of the jail. I not read that in the report. You understand me? I did not read where there's some breach and bust up the wall or use axe and cut the metal. It's like it's just another walkout again. Last year, December, as I read for you, money pass hand, $3 million, man walk out in Montego Bay. Neither broke out again, man get $5 million, man just walk out. Tell me how this look on the country. Tell me how this look in the commissioner. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Man doesn't respect people. Thank you.